Well, I got a system for you. A lot of you guys love playing the short money to big money, and this is one way to do it. Here's how it works. It's very simple. Instead of, you're going to bet 50 bucks. Okay, now, this is only for people who love props and can't get away from the props. Those of you who love props, you're going to love this. So one of my dice students came in. His name is Vincent. And so we're calling this the Hop and Vinnie. You're going to do a $30 three-way 7, and you're going to do a $20 horn high ace deuce. Okay, horn high ace deuce. Now, what you're looking for is, what do you think you're looking for?
A 7 or a horn high ace deuce.
Yeah, so actually, there you go. Wow, he's a flippin' genius, dude. Okay, so there's a couple ways to look at this, by the way. You know, you can create more opportunity by doing aces and 12 and just staying in thing, because that way, if you get on the high side, if the 3 or the 11 rolls, so let's look at that. If the 3 or 11 rolls, this is going to pay $44. Okay, $44. All right, there it is, $44. But you're going to lose 30, right? Because they're going to leave you up on your any 7s, and you're going to put 14 in the rack. That's all. Just put it in the rack, okay? So if the 11 or the ace deuce rolls, just put a little money in the rack, call it a day. Okay, now, if the aces rolls, okay, you're going to get $104, okay? You could throw in $1 and, right? And that would leave you, because they're going to leave you up on the 7, right? They'll maybe ask you for $1, because then you have 25. And then you have $75, and guess what? You could put that in the rack. Okay, you could put that in the rack.
Oh, this is just a hopping set. I thought there was something else to it.
No, there is something else to it. So we're assuming that you're on a quarter game, but let's say you do this on a $15 table. What you could do is take this 75 and go 66 inside.
Oh.
You see what I mean? 66 inside. You see how excited that is? Just 66 inside. Now I'm going to give you $9 change, okay? And you leave this up. 66 inside, but it's off. Okay.
Well, do you keep chasing those props?
No. So you leave them up the very first time on the coming out roll only, and you're hoping that if you hit one of these, right, you're going to use them for your place bets. So if you hit on the aces, right, you're going to get that 75. You're really going to get 74, right? You just tell the dealer, hey, give me $69 or $66 inside, and then they'll give you a change, right? And leave it up again, because if you win again, you can either press or take that money back. Now, if you hit the 12 in this case, right, which is going to be 228, right? So you're going to get $228 because it's 11 times the bet, 220, and then the 8. Look at that, huh? 228.
Plus what's on the winner.
Yeah, plus what's on the winner, so 2 units. So 228. If you're at the Caesar's property, it's just going to be the 220, right? So you wouldn't get the $8, so 220. But guess what you do with the 220?
160 across.
You can either do 160 across or
220 squeeze play.
220, yes.
Okay.
220 squeeze play. You see what I'm saying?
So it's a bit of a step system.
It's a bit of a step system. Now watch this. Now wait, what happens if the 7? You were going to ask me what happens if the 7 rolls?
No, but I'll ask the other question later.
Okay, go. So if the 7 rolls, okay, it's going to pay 136, 120, 130, $130, okay? So $130, but you're going to leave up the $20, so guess what you're going to get?
$20 less.
110. Yeah. And guess what you're going to do with the 110?
110 inside.
110 inside, and now you got a GM spin working for you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the key. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy in for...
Okay, there is one last question.
There's one last question. Go,
what if you come on a number?
Oh, you don't want to come on a number, dude.
Anyways, let's say 9 rolls, you don't win anything. Do you still play the inside, or do you keep doing that until...
No. So now you're just screwed, dude.
What, do you just go 66 on the inside and just...
I mean, maybe just 66 on the inside. We're going to assume, we're going to give you $500. We're going to give you 10 tries at our booba-da-beam, bada-beam. You just tell the dealer $30, 3-way 7. All right, here you go. All
Did they ever let you do this? Have 2 different colors?
No. COVID used to have 2 different colors, but you can only use 1 color at a time. 9, you were just talking about that 9, pesky little 9. All right, well, so for our purposes now, what do you think you're going to do?
But for the sake of the video,
yeah,
I probably will still continue just because we're trying to show that, not so much.
Okay.
But me personally, if I was playing
you're gonna just keep hopping?
I'm gonna keep hopping only because
you're gonna give yourself 10 rolls of the dice.
That's kind of the point of this strategy.
Do you want horn high 12 or horn high aces?
I like aces. I like aces.
All right, we're gonna move you over to the 2 dots, dude. That hard 12 is too much for Dennis.
I can't see it.
That'd be the 4. That'd be the 4. 4. It's 3-1. Little Joe here. Let me just leave that up. All right, we're gonna give you 2 dots to win the pots.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Right.
By the way, I wouldn't do this if I were actually playing the strategy.
Right.
It's just for the sake of showing this part of it, because the rest of it is probably the same as you've probably seen many times.
Yeah, I've seen it many times, dude.
Well, they've seen, not you.
Oh, me. Okay. 6 easy. Wow, this is gonna be. This is
You're getting
free money for the 7. Oh, there's the 7. Okay. So look at that.
Something.
Yeah. So we're gonna give you 110.
Okay.
And we're gonna leave it up. And we're gonna look. These bets will be off.
And then is it?
It's still working.
So
It's
20 is
110.
still there. Okay. Yeah.
Everything's still there. You're still up to win again, dude. So this is where it could get interesting. Could get really exciting. If you roll another one, 4, of course not. Anyways, here, give me that. So now you have this money working for you. Now you don't need this.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if you can get out. Okay.
But
ready?
how much money?
Door, dude? Huh? 8 easy. Easy got an 8. So I think we just. What do you want to do? You want to do a GM spin version of this, or do you want to go?
The thing is I don't have a lot of money.
Yeah. So
I'm just gonna go 66.
You're gonna go 66.
This is the regular power price.
Okay, regular power print. What was it? A 6 or it's an 8? Yeah. All right, so he's going to 66, guys, and that bet's gonna pay 2 aces. He should have ridiculously horny. 4, that's a winner. We have a wiener.
I'm guessing. Okay, it's to come out, so I have to do this again.
Why not? No, because you still have this working. Why would you do that? You only use that until you get your bets in squared away.
Okay.
I wouldn't keep chasing that. 9-9, center field 9. Now everybody wants to see if you roll the dice, dude.
Well, I am rolling the dice.
That's true. That is
literal
true.
sense.
I mean, roll numbers. You know what I mean? We want to see you roll the numbers.
Well, you'll roll any number when you roll dice.
Oh my God, you do technically roll and it 10 easy. See that?
I'm just being difficult.
See, I'm surprised you didn't go for the ultimate squeeze play.
Well, I didn't win enough to go to ultimate squeeze play.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to win 220, right? And then go.
No. Well, I'm saying you could have done 110 to 60, 96. Then you have 410. You follow?
That's true. But
Yeah. Another 10. That would have been another winner on ultimate squeeze play, folks. Playing the wrong damn system. Most everybody at home, dude, is just watching your hair at this point. 6 easy. No one even cares who the roll is. They're just mesmerized by your.
I think everyone already forgot. They're like
That you got a
just
haircut?
looking at
Well,
the
you
dice.
look. It's gonna take a minute for everyone to.
Got some rainbow checks.
I think so. It's a 9. That's a wiener. Oh wow.
I feel
look
like
at
if
you.
you've watched this channel long enough,
Then
you've
you're-
seen like the different haircuts I've had over the years.
Really? I mean,
I've
you've
cut
what
my
do you
hair a
mean
lot
different
throughout
haircuts? You've had 2 haircuts.
No, I've.
I have 1 hair, sir. 6 easy. 6 easy. 6 easy. I try to keep it nice and clean. You know what I'm saying? All right, ready? Here we go. Roll. Listen, you're doing a great job, everybody. Yeah. What's your name?
Everybody?
Dennis.
I'm everybody.
Your name is now everybody 5.
60.
Wow. Holy smokes. Too bad you didn't have that 10 though, because you've rolled a couple 10s, dude. Ridiculously nice with the 10. 10 easy.
Brother.
You see what I'm saying? 10. Oh my God. Man, that's a lot of 10s. 6 easy. That's
Yeah,
a winner.
I gotta
Holy
collect.
smokes.
I gotta.
All right, so you're gonna collect. I mean, I would, if I were you, I would regress and add the 4 and 10.
Sure, let's do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you're in a short money system.
Just
right?
leave the 6 and 8 actually.
Or leave the 6 and 8. He says, but now he's got them all. Everybody. Wow. He's big and tall on the 6 and 8, dude. Big and tall. 8 easy. It's a 5 tray 8, and maybe you skate on the 8. A square pair would take you right there.
I will say, right from first impressions, this is definitely a strategy you got to know craps well.
You got to know, really, if you're hopping.
Well, the reason why is because once you move
Now
over
you
here,
got to figure out what the hell you're
you
going to
got to do different things.
That's right.
So
you got to do your doo-doo over here, everybody. Oh, that's the 7. See what I, and you got some money in the rack. See, David, you should have regressed. I told you. David knows. David knows. You know what I mean? Remember at the Bellagio, we caught that guy 13, whatever it was, hopping hornies.
yeah, I was actually part of that, his success, because I shot a bunch of horn numbers.
Oh, yeah, like, dude, that guy won $13,700 is what they colored up on a $100 buy-in, dude.
By the way,
guy
that
was
whole
crazy.
table was just a bunch of horn numbers. It wasn't just me.
He ended up with a $185 horn high 12, and he hit it. It was ridiculous. 2 aces! Holy smokes in both places. All right, so that is really what we're looking for.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So what are we going? 228 is what we said, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. Let me cut out 225, 228. Here, drop me $2 or drop me a nickel. But I gotta leave $2 because I'm leaving you up. And now you got $200. Did I do that right? Yeah, 228. Yeah.
I thought you were supposed to have 220. No, so to be able to go.
Yeah, I don't know why I ended up. I think I did the math wrong, right? Because it's $20. It's 11 is 220 plus 8.
Right, so it's 11 times the bet.
It's 228. It's 100% 228. David knows. Earlier when I did it, I think I did it wrong because somehow I ended up with 220.
No, but that's just 200. 220.
I know. Yeah, you're only gonna have 200.
I think in this scenario you should come down on that 30.
Really? No, you gotta leave it up to win, dude.
You can do 220.
No. Let's leave it up to win. So here, why don't we just give you? Why don't you take a profit because you're not always gonna win? Here, drop me 2 nickels. We'll give you the 110, and you're gonna go right to GM spin or. We're assuming it's a $15 table. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so because you're going to have to put some money in the rack on this one, dude, because this is not going to hit unless you get a lot of horn bets. 6 easy, you see what I'm saying? Unless you get the game gets ridiculously horny. Not every game is horny. You can't
$50 a pop. By the way, the other part of this is some casinos won't let you bet all the props without having a pass line.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're throwing green into the props, they might make it a little. Oh God, 12 craps. That'd have been a good follow-up. If we'd have done that last roll, you'd have been looking really smoking hot right now. 5-5 and non-fielding.
Well, if I could have predicted, then I would have done it.
If you could have predicted, I mean, that's what. So, what do you want to do?
I'll do a 4 and 10.
Oh, for 15 each? Yeah, why not?
Here, I'll drop a nickel.
Are you gonna do 20 each?
Just make it better.
Yeah, that's.
So they pay this in.
That's right. That's right. Keep the math easy, dude. You never know when I'm gonna, flip a switch. All right, here we go. We're looking for a 6, a little old 6 for the mix. And it's a 4. Oh, my God, just in time. Okay, what would you like to do with this one, sir? You get a $40.
Down to 96.
Oh, my God, look at this guy, down to 96.
Well, you're the one who suggested this earlier.
No, I did suggest it.
So that's on you, buddy.
Just working me, working the angles. So there's
we need to put like little...
Here, drop me $1, another $1. Wait, this damn
I think we
table.
could.
No,
put 2 like boxes underneath.
Because this table sits a little low. 6 easy. That, and then here we go, 42. Okay, he went to 42, everybody. All right, I think this is not the worst system, by the way. Oh God, there's the 12. Could have bet that 50, but at this point, once your bets are paid for, why would you do that?
Yeah, why risk?
You don't want to chase that.
Because it's $50 a pop, by the way.
It is 50 a pop. That is an expensive. Oh my God, here's the 11. Such a big come area. 5-5 and no failed 5. I'm just gonna leave that there. Just let people digest that one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always asks, why is the come so big? Well, that's why. Okay. How are we, like 30, 40 minutes into the video? My God.
We're almost 20.
Ooh. Okay. I think we're gonna have a nice little caveat for Patriot. 4 easy. Okay. Well, look at that, buddy. I'm gonna pay you. Yeah, we're gonna take you to 40. So it's 27. You give me the 2. Is on the 40. Next to CQNexus.com now. 5-5. That's a winner.
Strategies.
Yep. And then you can either. We have a free one. Free roulette system right now. Every month, free system. It's CQNexus.com/free. So just go there. Okay. That way you get it free. You don't have to pay a single dollar. And all of our strategies come with like some kind of reference or worksheet.
We should do a free
downloadable. We should do a free
We should figure out which one that one is.
We use it a lot. 9-9 center field 9. Dennis doesn't want to give away triple Lux. It's our secret weapon.
I think we should give like double tap.
9-9. Oh, double tap would be great. Okay, 9. Oh, that's another winner. Look at you, sir. Wow. We're going all the way up, everybody. We're going to 36. So double tap is nice. Double tap, if you do double tap, it'll help you learn GM spin. 5-5 and no fielder. 5. And you can have a whole new conversation with the wife.
The
you know
wife?
What I'm saying? Well, because you're winning a lot more money, dude. So you'll be more valuable.
Or like double tap
to the household.
Probably the better one.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even hear that. 6 easy. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know. Okay.
Go to 90.
Yeah. Go to $90. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you $1.
Thank you.
Here we go. We're looking for a little El Cinco action. Cinco de Mayo. That'd be nice. That would be El Siete El Fuera. All right. I think they get the idea.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I think everybody is understanding where we're going with this, but I kind of like it. It's crazy, you would think initially, but for you $50 and then just chasing it, because you are going to see the horn bets. It's a matter of which horn. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see what you got. Now remember what we tell you, everybody. If he's up $1, that's a working system. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. You won $21, dude. That is $21 win. Now you got to let me know what you think about it. What do you think about it?
If you're not a $25 player buying in like 5,000 or something like this, or even 2,000 probably, I think it's a terrible system for everybody underneath that.
Wow.
The only reason I say that is because let's say you're a $500 player like I am, right? You buy in 500.
Yeah.
That money's gonna disappear quick.
You get 10 bullets.
Yeah, but you just get one unlucky 10 streak.
Yeah, that's true. If you're basically Alex on a roulette game.
Not only that, but unlike squeeze play, right? Like squeeze play, 7 gets you out, screws you over. But you have all the other numbers. You have 18 ways to get out, and then when you add the 4 and 10, a little more.
Yeah. This is risky.
This is more risky. Now, if you're buying in like 2K and you're like, hey, I don't care about throwing $50 at a time, it's a great system for you. But even then, I don't know if I would rate it that highly. I think I'd rate it, for that person specifically, maybe a 4. But for everybody else, it's like a 2.
So here's what I'm thinking. If you buy it for $2,500 and you want to set aside $500 just to do that, I don't think it's a bad way to go.
Now, okay, if that's the case, like if you're buying in a separate buying just for that, that's
By
different.
the way, that guy, I had a player that does just that. He came out here the other day, and he puts aside $200
to do props.
and
action.
he props, and once he's out of 200, he's done.
I mean, even with that, I still give it a 4.
Okay,
I
agree. If for that person it's a 4, anybody else you shouldn't touch this. If you do put aside X amount of money and you want to play props and use that money to build place bets and create investment in the game, I feel like that's the only win.
One thing I want to add is it is fun. Like it does have a fun factor.
It is fun. No, it's 100% fun, dude.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
It was fun. Did
everybody have fun
Plus,
watching?
when we hit aces, like we all get excited and whatever.
Listen, comment how much you like his hair.
Anyways, we're moving on to Patreon.
On to Patreon. See you guys. Bye.